What if I told you that you are never truly alone? I don't just mean that in the hippie hallmark sense of it, but on a biological level, human beings are vessels for trillions of microbes. Recent research by the National Center for Biotechnology Information estimated that the average person has around 30 trillion human mammalian cells and around 39 trillion microbial cells. That's right, you are outnumbered in your own bodies. At this point, we should be charging rent, right? Now, these little guys do earn their keep, however. They are the crew of the SSU, constantly fighting to keep you alive and operational, affecting every aspect of our existence, from our allergies to our digestion, to our immune system, and even our very genetics themselves. In Darwinian evolution, competition was thought to be the driving force behind evolution. But as biology advances, we're learning that cooperation is just as, if not more, important than competition. Symbiosis is an ancient, foundational pillar of biology that we would not exist without, down to and within our individual cells. Billions of years ago, a bacteria was devoured by a macrophage. But instead of being digested, it was absorbed and preserved and incorporated. It offered the cell energy in exchange for mobility, protection, and, not being eaten. Over time, this organism evolved into everyone's favorite powerhouse, the mitochondria, forming the foundation for almost all eukaryotic life. Beyond our individual cells, symbiosis is present all over our bodies. In your digestive tract, microbes help you break down foods that would be otherwise indigestible and help you absorb more nutrients than we would otherwise be able to. It's a pretty good deal for the microbes, too. They get a snack and a free lunch out of the deal. And we get to digest a wider variety of nutritional sources. In fact, your gut biome has a significant say in the foods you crave. Brain says salad, gut says burger, mouth says cheeseburger, brain reminds the rest of you that you're lactose intolerant. Our skin is covered in an invisible layer of E. coli, protecting us from other, more harmful pathogens, keeping them from coming in and setting up shop. They guard us against these invisible invaders, while we provide them a home and plenty of biological material to sustain them. During the Human Genome Project, scientists discovered how crucial the microbiome is to human diversity. When they sequenced the human genome, they found that the average person contains around 22,000 protein-coding genes, which, for context, is only half the number they expected to find. For even more context, that's only twice the amount as worms or flies, and only 1/50th of the genes of the Caledonian folk fern. That's right, there are ferns with more genetic material than you. Scientists were baffled by this. They couldn't explain the discrepancy. How could there be 7 billion unique individuals from only 22,000 genes? And what they discovered was that human biodiversity was heavily affected by our microbiome. The bacteria we accumulate throughout our lives shape our experience from cradle to grave and form a unique ecosystem within each individual. This radically changed how we view biology and how we view ourselves and the world around us. I am not just an individual. I am a collection of trillions of organisms that share my life and my body. I would not be me without them. I am a collective, a superorganism in my own right, an entire ecosystem contained in this body you see before you. And we are a community. Just as our microbiome does its part to help support us and give our lives balance and strength, so too are we humans the microbes on the skin of the planet. It is our duty to help preserve and protect the Earth and take care of the massive superorganism that we call home. Thank you very much.